In addition to performing operations on variables, R provides a variety of simple functions that allows you to interact with the variable and know more information about it. Some simple functions that we can cover are print, class, and rm. Print is a function that prints out the value of a variable. Class prints out information on the type of the variable or the class of the variable. And rm removes a variable from working memory. Let's take a look at some examples of how the print, class, and rm functions can be used to interact with variables. For instance, if I want to print out the value of a variable, I can type in print, and since I just have num to 10, I can type in num to 10, and I can get the values printed out of the variable. Allowing me to print multiple values. In addition to the print function, there's another function that performs very similar task to print, and that is the function cat. And so cat also allows us to print values out. But cat is slightly different from the print function in that it allows us to print out multiple values and concatenate these values together. For instance, like this. And so over here, in the cat function, it receives certain parameters or certain arguments, num to 10, a number, a variable, another number, another variable, which has the value 8. So I see the values 1 to 10. I see the value 8, and then I see this is a string of text. And so it allows me to print multiple variables or multiple strings simultaneously. Class is a function that tells you about the data type of a variable. In this case, the class of num to 10 is integer. That's the data type of that variable num to 10. The class of var 5, for instance, is character data because it holds a code. If I look at the class of var 7, for instance, I will see that it's logical because it holds the value false in it. The function rm allows me to remove variables from working memory. For instance, if I wanted to remove the variable var6 from working memory, all I would need to do is type in rm var6, and you would notice that var6 is no longer present. It has been removed from working memory. Type in rm var8, I lose var8 from working memory. rm allows me to remove a list of variables. There is one other function known as ls, open close parentheses, allows you to list all the variables in the global environment. And so I see, while I might see the values and the variables in the global environment here, ls allows me to list them out. One way one can use ls is if one wants to use rm to clear out all the variables in the global environment, one can type in rm list ls. And what this will do, this will remove all the variables in list. And if list contains all the variables in global memory, which are provided by ls, rm then clears out the entire global environment as follows. And now we can see that the global environment is empty. If I run this ls function once again, I will see that there is no data in there. There is no variables. There are no variables in the global environment. This describes some very simple functions that are available to us to allow us to work with data that is present in the global environment.